Welcome to the WHAS11 News here at noon. I'm Brooke Hash. We do begin with those opening statements and testimony, which is underway in the trial for a man accused in the murder of a Louisville construction worker gunned down on the job. Police said Keyshawn Stewart shot and killed 37-year-old Fred O'Bannon Jr. back in November of 2021. The FBI said Stewart was originally attempting a carjacking when he shot that father of 5. O'Bannon worked for Louisville Paving and Construction and was gunned down while sitting in his truck while working the overnight shift at a construction site along 264 at the Dixie Highway exit. An LMPD officer was also shot in the face that night but survived. During opening statements this morning, Stewart's defense did not deny his actions that day but did ask the jury to decide whether he intentionally committed those crimes.
November 19th of 2021 was not a normal day for anybody in this case. November 19th of 2021 is the day a life was lost. November 19th of 2021 is the day an officer involved shooting. November 19th of 2021 is the day a civilian joined in a police chase and ran down Keyshawn. November 19th of 2021 is the day that Keyshawn was not okay.
The first person on the stand today, one of the first responding LMPD officers, at which point his body camera video was played, followed by testimony from Sergeant Chris Lane, who was shot. Audio from his 911 call was also played in court. Fred's mother, Anita O'Bannon, plans to take the witness stand, saying she is committed to seeing this process to end, no matter how long it takes. A manhunt for an escaped inmate from Ohio has come to an end in Louisville. The FBI said it arrested 47-year-old Jerry Lee Cooper Monday night, just over a week after he escaped from the Brown County Detention Center in Ohio. Cooper was awaiting trial for his alleged role in a murder for hire plot. Investigators believe he was hiding in Mason County up until yesterday when they said 2 people picked him up and drove him to Louisville. That couple was later arrested and could face federal charges now. Cooper is being held in Kentucky while he awaits extradition to Ohio. Kind of a bleak looking view from our vantage point on the weather scene today, Matthew.
Yeah, certainly is, honestly. Still hanging on to those clouds for us this afternoon after we saw the rain showers late last night, and back into this morning did see some foggy conditions. But yeah, not much sunshine for your Tuesday. Outside right now, temperatures nice and cooler into the mid 70s, 75 degrees in Louisville, Scottsburg at 71 degrees, 72 in Seymour. As we look at satellite and radar, got more clouds rolling in as we head towards the next several hours, and we're taking a wider picture of where those showers are. Just approaching Paducah area, but we'll start to see some more showers and storms as we head towards the late evening hours of today. We did see quite a bit of rain yesterday in some areas, saw about 3 to 4 inches of rainfall just north of Louisville, and even into places like Campbellsville, saw about 4 inches of rainfall. Of course, this is radar estimated, but yeah, we surely did see more rain in the last 24 hours than we've seen in quite a while. Overall, that bus stop forecast heading home will be right around 80 degrees, so we'll warm up just a little bit, but not as hot as what we've seen last week. Right around 80 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. Those highs really across the area will be into the low 80s for today, so we really won't see too much heat out there, and we'll continue to cool down each and every day. But we're not done with the rain just yet. We are tracking more showers and storms on the way for us as we head towards tonight, back into tomorrow. I'll be timing out what you can expect and when those showers arrive coming up in just a few minutes. We'll send it back over to you, Brooke.
Matthew, thank you. All branches and offices of the Jefferson County Clerk's Office are closed today as the city says a final farewell to longtime clerk Bobby Holsclaw. Her family and friends attended a mass at Holy Spirit Catholic Church this morning, her final resting place over at Calvary Cemetery. Holsclaw died on September 10th at the age of 81. She'd served as county clerk since 1999. In lieu of flowers, memorial contributions can be made to the WHAS Crusade for Children. Offices in neighboring counties will be opening their doors to Louisville residents today during those closures here in Jefferson County. The Metro Arson team continues to investigate that deadly explosion at a food processing plant in Shively. The company vowing to never let it happen again. The Shively Fire Department said the explosion occurred from a hydrogen tank conversion process on Sunday. A plant worker died in that blast. Now, this wasn't the first incident reported at AAK's facility. Just last year, firefighters determined a hydrogen leak coincided with another conversion tank issue. But investigators said cooking oil leaked out of a malfunctioning gasket and caught fire. The company told us Monday these were 2 different types of tanks, saying safety is our top priority and we are committed to understanding what happened and taking all necessary steps to ensure such an incident does not occur again. Keeping the lights on and salaries paid over at JCPS, the school district now has a January deadline to figure out its $188 million deficit. The finance department says even with cuts, they are going to have to make drastic measures. Our Alex Dieterer and photojournalist Aspen Hester explain.
Regardless of what has or has not changed in our understanding and messaging of this situation, today, the fact is we have a $188 million deficit.
JCPS Chief Financial Officer Eddie Munns saying the economic state of the district is more dire than originally thought. JCPS now needs to cut an additional $80 million from the upcoming school year budget for a total of $188 million.
That we understand the severity of what is in front of us and that we are facing it with eyes wide open. We are not going to be spending the same amount of money in the next budget year. We cannot. But we also have to explore our revenues. Board
member James Craig is now chair of the Revenue Advisory Task Force, created by Superintendent Brian Yearwood in August to help guide the district towards fiscal stability amidst the historic deficit. But will property tax rates be going up again? Craig said all available tax options are on the table.
With $186 or $188 million of a deficit that we need to make up for next year, it's not known yet how we're going to get there. But it's up to that man and his cabinet at their Monday morning meetings to figure that out for us.
Craig making it clear he believes the money was well spent.
We don't believe that there was misuse of funds anywhere in the spending over the last couple of years. Everybody who was here, everybody who is here, was spending money because they want results for kids.
And time is of the essence. The board is working with an urgent and immediate deadline of January 2026. Last week, when the board approved the working budget, the financial department made clear the JCPS cash flow will dry up by October of next year if the current level of spending continues. Alex Dieterer, WHAS11 on your side.
The board will get a working budget by January, and that's when they'll know what the tax rate for the city of Louisville needs to be in the next year. That budget is expected to get final board approval in September of next year. The Fayette County Board of Education just approved next year's working budget Monday night in Lexington. The decision comes as that board faces criticism over transparency and leadership after revealing a $16 million shortfall earlier this year. The budget passed on a close 3-2 vote.
All in favor? All opposed? 4-1. That passes.
Every dollar spent keeping the building open is a dollar we can put in the new student's school to help the teachers, students, technology.
They didn't allow anybody in the community to really put their 2 cents in enough to really make a difference. It didn't matter what the parents had to say tonight. It didn't matter how the parents felt. It didn't matter how the county felt. They had their own decision made, and they were not taking into account what any of us felt.
County School Board that just approved a controversial plan to even out the enrollment. It means closing Nichols Elementary and sending its 81 students about 12 miles to Brooks Elementary. Now, Nichols is only a third full, down 17% since 2020. Some parents and alumni you heard from right there say they are disappointed, but district leaders insisted that that move will ultimately benefit the students there. Superintendent Jesse Bacon promised the building would still be used for the community in some way.